Leadership TV for God and country.
Hello there, welcome to this Leadership Children's Day special program. My name is Winifred Ubebo and I'm your anchor for this year's program. Happy Children's Day to children all over the world. And as you can see, I have with me in the studio some students who are here to share and celebrate this year's Children's Day. Can we meet with you, Favor?
Good afternoon.
Just introduce yourself.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, my name is Adepiwe Favor Adeni. I finished from Onogo Middle School last year.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 17 years old.
17 years old. So you are preparing for university now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You're welcome to today's Children's Day celebration. And on my left, we have, let's have
Good
your
afternoon,
name.
everyone. My name is Ellen Joy Kusarachi, and I'm a student of GSS Gariki Area 3 in Abuja. And I'm in SS1. I'm 15 years old.
Okay. You're welcome to today's program.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, before I ask you for a question today, I just want to find out, now that you're preparing for university, what are your specialties, sciences or arts?
I'm a student.
You're an art student.
Yes,
So what do you want to study?
Yeah, I want to go into theater and art.
Theater arts.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you want to be an actor.
Yes, ma'am.
That's good. At least Nigeria has a viable Nollywood industry now. And you, what about you?
I'm an art student.
You're an art student too. Wow, I have art students in the studio. Today is Children's Day celebration. Nigeria joins the rest of the world to mark today is your day. Favor, what does Children's Day mean to you?
Yeah, Children's Day is the day to celebrate we, the kids and children of Nigeria. Actually, that's why May 27 was
It's dedicated especially to you.
especially for us to celebrate us. Yes, I do.
So would you say that you have been actually be taken care of? If you are to recount the achievements of that children have been subjected to, or have been things that have been done for children, would you say that you have been well taken care of? Today being your day?
Not really actually, but at least they're trying.
They are trying.
Yes.
Okay, before I go further, let me ask Eden. Eden, what is also your view on this today, Children's Day?
Okay, Children's Day is a day set aside for all children all over the world to be celebrated. And I'm happy to be among the children who are going to be celebrated today. And Children's Day is set aside so that we children can enjoy the rights which God has given to us. And that right should not be taken for granted.
It should not be trampled upon. Do you know anything about child rights acts? Now that Eden mentioned it, children actually have rights that are governing them, that are protecting them, to ensure that these rights are given to children all over the world, including Nigeria, which is a signatory to. Now, before I go further, I want to find out from you, because May 27th, 2 days after we have inauguration of our new president-elect, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Now, Favor, if you were to meet the president-elect, what would you tell him concerning the needs of children? What would you want him to do for the children?
Okay, if I'm to meet the president-elect now, I will tell him that, Mr. President, please, I would like you to improve our education system in Nigeria. Like the way our education system is going is really poor. Like if you check people outside and also in Nigeria, there are things are not going the same. Like especially during the COVID-19, it really affected me, all the students in Nigeria.
You had COVID-19?
Yeah, during COVID-19 lockdown.
Okay.
So it really affected almost all the students. So I would like to tell Mr. President that please he should look into our education system in Nigeria. Should try and improve a lot of things, number one. And if we don't check as a student, if we give us assignments, most of the time we go back home, no power supply to your assignments and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'd like them to really check into our situation as a student and should improve it.
That is good. You are talking about education and the power sector. What is it about the issue of insecurity? You're safe where you are. At least you can sleep with your two eyes closed.
Yeah, you should also find something to do about that, because everybody is scared now. Like even sometimes when you're going to school, your parents have to follow you to the school. because they are no,
Ensure that you're
yeah,
safe.
yeah, because everybody is just scared. So I would like Mr. President to work in on that also, that we have good security personnel everywhere to just make sure we, especially we students, are good and fine. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much. That's quite interesting. Now move over to Edem. Edem, you heard me ask favor. What if you were to meet President-elect? Because this year's Children's Day, actually 2 days after you have the inauguration of a new president, and of course we had President-elect in the form of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Now, Edem, if you were to meet the president-elect, because 2 days after your celebration is his inauguration, what will you ask of him? What will you tell him to do? What will be your passionate plea to him?
Okay, if I were to meet the president-elect, I will first of all, with all due respect, ask him of the agendas which he has planned for the Nigerian child and the Nigerians at large. So, if I were to meet the president, I would like to tell him about the insecurities, the poor infrastructures, and electricity, and education, agriculture sectors in Nigeria. So, first of all, I would tell him about to look into the insecurities we have in Nigeria. So, with this insecurity comprises of the killings and kidnappings happening in the country, terrorists, bandits, even in the eastern part of Nigeria, you will hear unknown gunmen everywhere. So the president-elect should look into that matter to stop bandits, to look into it, to find a solution to it, and also to address the politicians because them too they are also involved in insecurities where you see politicians hiring bandits or kidnappers to kill an innocent people just for their personal gains. So the president-elect should look into that also. We talk about the education sector. Most of I've been in the east parts of Nigeria, so most of the things I've seen there, no schools around. Just even if you see a school, you
It's not
just
within a trackable
Yes.
distance. You have to go long
go
line.
a long way, or
Okay.
it's not more than one or two schools, and people from all over the towns they are coming to the school. So the president-elect should provide schools in all parts of Nigeria to help the children because we are the futures of tomorrow.
Yes, you're the future of tomorrow. Tomorrow actually belongs to the children. Now, Favor,
Yes, ma'am.
what advice will you have for your fellow children?
Okay. The advice.
Because there are some children though, that are headache to their parents. There are children that have become. You read stories now, like Edem just mentioned that you see reports of unknown gunmen. We are also seeing children. Children are committing so many havoc these days. They are even into ritual, Yahoo, and what have you. Children. So, what advice do you have for such children?
Okay, my advice for my fellow students, fellow children outside is that okay, we should not run after a shadow. Let me say it like that because most of the kids outside now want to follow their friends do what they're doing. Like you just say something about the Yahoo boys. Most of them is because okay, they feel okay, their friends are doing this. They also want to feel among that they go into Yahoo and before you know they extend it even plus and stuff like that. So my advice is that we should always be calm. Let's wait for our time. There's one statement that when it is your time, it is your time. So as a kid, we should not run after a shadow.
Know your time.
Yeah. There's time for everything. There's our time is also coming. And there's one particular statement I do tell anyone I meet that every successful person have a painful story. So accept the pain and get ready for success. Don't say you want to be like somebody, be looking somebody you are far. You want to be like the person who have the days that was struggling just to make it. So we should just keep struggling. Everything takes us to just keep struggling. And one day we'll be successful.
Yeah, thank you. I like that. And you, Edem, what advice do you have for other children that are looking at you today, celebrating Children's Day?
Okay, my my partner here has said it all, that we should stop following our shadows. Mostly in school, I've been in school and I've seen many things where people follow their friends to do all sort of things because their friends are doing it. I want to feel among. So we should remove that mindset from our heads, and because if you want to succeed in life, it's not about following what other people are doing. It's about you. You trust yourself. You know who you are, and work towards what you want to achieve in life.
Thank you so much. Now, as an adult now, while growing up, at least we were once children like you, and we all had role models that we look up to. So, Favor, who is your role model?
Okay.
You never thought of it. There's no person that you looked up to that, oh, I want to be like this.
No, I will not say. No.
Okay,
Okay.
let's have it.
In terms of what I'm doing, that's I'm into graphic designing.
You're a graphic designer.
Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. Yeah, my role model is Mr. Akindele.
Okay, Akin Akindele.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about this Akin Akindele.
Okay.
Is your role model? That is a role model.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Akin Akindele is one of the best graphic designer I've seen. Like, this man is good.
So it was the one that inspired you to be
Exactly.
graphic
Yes,
designer.
man. He was the one. So this man is very good. Like, if you check him out on his Instagram and doing videos, that this man is really good and his work are awesome. And I wish to be like him one day. And I know I'll get there.
And then, who's your role model? Who do you look up to? Who inspires you?
Okay, I'll say my mom because I've seen her. She's a powerful woman, and the way she organizes her things, I want to be like her.
She's a super mom.
Yes.
She's a super mom. Well, viewers, you've heard it all. They said out of the months of babes, you've heard them. Today is their day, and of course, they've just expressed their thoughts concerning their day. This is where we'll end today's Children's Day special program. My name is Winifred Ubebo, and until same time next year, 2024, do have a wonderful time. Bye.
Be part of our brand. Leadership for God and country.